Woo! Round 1. So if we lose this match, we're done. Like any match we lose, or basically like, yeah, total set match, like we lose, that we're done. It's a little bit of a slow hand. We do have some removal, so I think we're okay. We really need to be able to play this, though. That's kind of an issue. This Felroot Acorn, we're gonna have an issue playing that. Looks like he's playing probably Mono Sapphire. Probably Mono Sapphire or Diamond Sapphire. Something like that. Say, give him a GLHF. He's mulling, so I feel pretty good about this hand. Let's go ahead and we're going to keep this hand, I think. We'll keep this. It's not the best, but we can always throw our Rootfather in to cycle. Ooh, so that's an interesting choice. Howling Brave. So he's in wild with that champion. That's very interesting. So we'll probably actually throw away our Wrathwood Larch. Is what we'll do to get to that second wild shard. I want to save the Felroot Acorn because it's going to help fix me later. The main shards we really need to get to first are double wild in this deck, or triple wild, honestly. And then, like, you know, we want to have like double wild and then a ruby, and then we want to have triple wild before we get double ruby. Ooh, but there we go. That definitely works here. So let's go ahead and do that, and then stop his ramp in its tracks with a Carnasaurus. So that definitely works there. Gives us some health. So yeah, I'm feeling like we're already pretty. That puts us ahead a little bit at least. So it feels pretty good at least. We got Ageless coming down this turn. I guess I should have played the Felroot Acorn, but that's fine. I would have played it for Wild if I would have played the Felroot Acorn so we could get the Crocosaur in there. And swinging in for 2. We couldn't have played whatever it's called, Majesty if we had it there. We couldn't have played it anyways. Next turn we'll have a Rootfather that'll be available. So he's going to play a Fox Scout. Okay, so I guess that's pretty good. So he's playing that kind of like in our end step there. So now we know that he can kind of surprise us on the attack a little bit. Supposedly the, what is it, the Tri-Fox deck is pretty good. So it looks like he's playing some sort of Tri-Fox deck, and he's probably playing whatever his name is, Cragraven in there. So, can I play the Rootfather yet? I cannot play the Rootfather yet. For 5, 6. I don't have enough for it. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and play. I'm gonna play the Shard of Svagrey for Wild, so I have triple Wild ready for Crocosaur. And we'll go ahead and swing with Carnasaurus because he's already basically done his job, so if he wants to stop him, that's fine. I don't think he's going to want to stop him. And let's see, we can have 5 resources. It doesn't really do very much for us. We could pitch our Larch, but we're like 1 resource away from playing him, so it's not really that advantageous. Making the trade on his side, and that's pretty good, I guess. That kind of clears things up. You know, clears a path for whatever else. Now the only thing about that is like that does take away one of his troops, so like Crocosaur becomes less useful in that situation, but it's not too bad. Okay. So I guess we'll play this for Ruby this time. Could have played it for health, but he cannot counter because he doesn't have double Sapphire. He can't counter my Rootfather, so I'm just going to go ahead and play it. I'm not going to swing in with Ageless because I don't want it to get... I don't want him to deal with it. Rootfather is Spellshield, which is going to be very difficult for him to deal with. Plus, of course, it creates Rhinos for us, so I don't know if he can if he's got a good out for that. Also, we've got removal with the double Crocosaur, and we know that he can't really counter here. He does have, I guess, okay, so he's got a blocker for 1 turn, or he can hold up our Rootfather. He's got 5 resources. That's a lot to have in hand. Ooh, there's Titania's, though. So we're going to Titania's here, and we're going to draw out the counter. Yeah, let's go ahead and draw out the counter here. He probably has counter. Yep, that's fine. Go ahead and swing in with Rootfather by himself. Should make the block. Another guy, sure. Trying to stall us out a little bit. Another Titania's. Let's go in on it. Let's keep testing him. See how many counters he's got. Ooh, he's got counter magic this time. That's 1 less counter magic to have to counter our Crocosaur. He's gonna want to block. Yeah, I thought so. Top decking like a fiend. He's probably playing a full playset of counter magic as well on the deck, so. Plays a Soul Marble. It's probably kind of a bad time right now to be playing Soul Marble. We'll go ahead and swing in with Rootfather here. And Ageless. Yeah, I'll go ahead and swing in with both. See if he's going to kill my Ageless here. Okay, we'll go ahead and play Larch here. See if he's got a counter for that. And then we'll probably throw out Puck as well, just for good measure. Just gonna build up that Soul Marble. Building up that Soul Marble. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play Puck here. I'm not too afraid of a sweep here. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. Next turn we basically have him at lethal. I don't think that Soul Marble's going to be fast enough to deal with this board state. Plus we've got double Crocosaur to kill any blockers now, so... Epiphany to draw 2? He's playing Epiphany. He should be playing, not Epiphany. It's a quick action speed, I guess, so he can do it in my end step, but, yeah. He should be playing the other one. He should be playing Oracle Song. So, he's playing some sort of counters deck, so I guess I just side in... I could side in Scorn, but probably just Nature's Resolve would be the best thing here. Probably just some Nature's Resolve. Let's see, Nature's Resolve for what though? Carnasaurus is pretty good in this matchup for like what we had happen at the beginning. I'm thinking maybe an Eye of Creation and a Crocosaur, maybe 2 Crocosaurs. Yeah, let's go ahead and save the deck and do that. That seems pretty good. The reason why is because Crocosaur doesn't deal with his really big drops. So that's why I sided out 2 Crocosaurs. I mean, it's still really good most of the time, but we saw it kind of sat in my hand. It's also a little bit clunky with the triple wild threshold, so that's less clunkiness I have to worry about. Of course, he chooses to play. We've got double Rootfather in hand and a Carnasaurus, so it seems pretty decent. We'll keep this hand. We get to play Soloist and start going to town right away. A lot of people are down on Soloist, you know, especially like him because you have to, sometimes you'll have to swing with him because when he attacks you gain 1 resource, and sometimes you'll have to swing with him into like a kind of a bad board state to get something on the play, but A lot of times you're probably not doing very much with them anyways, besides maybe chump blocking at that point in time. So a turn 1 Ashwood Soloist, if he feels like he has to answer it, I feel is pretty reasonably good. Let's see, so the line of play next turn is probably play the second Ashwood Soloist and the Shard of Svagrey for wild. Or play Periwinkle, actually. Periwinkle's the line of play. Go ahead and swing in. We could bounce our Periwinkle, but yeah, Periwinkle seems like the line of play we want to take here with all the counter magic he's got in the deck. And we can play Carnasaurus next turn if we need to, if he drops something, but so far he's not really dropping much. Okay, let's play this for wild. It's a 5-minute delay, so I can't really answer that. Let's go ahead and kill this guy with a Carnasaurus, so we can swing through, get another resource, play Ashwood Soloist, and then we've got double Rootfather coming pretty soon. You can counter here. So you want to counter a Carnasaurus, though. Yeah, sure. Counter Carnasaurus. Go ahead and play our Ashwood Soloist, swing with Periwinkle, and then next turn we can swing with both our Ashwood Soloists next turn. Giving us, what is that? That's 2. 3. No, it's not enough. So we'll have to wait a turn or so to get the good stuff going. Another Periwinkle. Let's go ahead and play this for wild. So if we activate that, we get 4, 5, 6. It's not enough. So I'm just going to sit on this board state, actually. And then next turn we'll play a Rootfather. So we get double Rootfathers. Just going to Epiphany in his end step. That's fine. Thing is, like, if he counters one of these, like, I can always shuffle the other one in if I have to, so I don't feel too bad about it. But I think when I play this with Periwinkle up, I'm gonna get double Rootfathers anyways. Plays a Soul Marble. Okay, he could still counter here. He still has enough that he can counter the Rootfather, but or not if I play this Nature's Resolve. He'll have to counter that instead. I actually feel really good about just going in on Rootfather here. And then I can play Nature's Resolve after that. Yeah, let's just do that. We're just going to swing in with the Ashwood Soloists. Second main phase, we'll play double Rootfather. Now one of them isn't going to get the gems, so he can counter the one with the gems. Yeah. Building up that Soul Marble. I don't think it'll be good enough with double Rootfather, and I have another one coming. He couldn't stop this one. I don't think he's going to be able to stop the next one either. If I get a resource, I need a resource to play it. Pull the Prophet of Fate. Crocosaurus. I can second main phase a Crocosaurus, double Crocosaurus, but it doesn't really. No, he can't stop it anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and we'll second main phase a double Crocosaurus that he can't stop. We're giving up our dork possibly here, but I mean, he's probably going to want to block these 8/8s. I mean, that's 16 damage. That's a lot of damage. If he doesn't, he has to block something, so our Crocosaurus won't get us value on his side of the board, but he can't counter it because he's only got 2 resources. So yeah, he's going for the optimal block, so he doesn't have to worry about another 3/3 Rhino. I don't even have to play this Nature's Resolve. That's how crazy this is right now. And let me just say double Crocosaurus, and I'm not worried about any sweeps because he's not in blood, so... I mean, okay, he's going to get his Soul Marble complete, but it won't matter. Alright, we'll just swing away. And that's round 1, and I can go tell my kids stories, I think. Unless something crazy happens right now. I mean, he can finish his Soul Marble off and block one of these guys, but it's not even close to being enough. And his guy becomes a 5/5, but that's not even a good block. Yeah. So, there you go. And that's round 1, so 2-0.